What's up, everybody? Today's WowCrap is an all-in-one monk macro that includes Zen Flight. First off, a little information about Zen Flight. It's a minor glyph that sort of acts like a flying mount. It can only be used in zones that allow flying. However, the speed does not scale with your Flight Master skill level. In other words, it doesn't go as fast as your flying mounts. I think if you have the guild increase, it goes about 176%, whereas a mount goes to 75 or significantly faster if you have the epic flying. I'm only level 60, so I don't have that yet on this character. So it's not quite as fast, but the trade-off is that it's an instant cast, and there's a number of pretty cool things you can do with it. So you can cast certain things, like you already saw the flying mount. You can cast while in Zen Flight. You can cast Hearthstone. You can craft professions, things like engineering. It'll let you do that. You can even create a cooking fire, which is cool because it'll just kind of float there in the air. There's also my personal favorite, which is completing quests or turning in quest items, or just turning in quests. You can basically use those the Blizzard's quest spoke items. You can use them while on this, so in a lot of cases you'd have to run through a bunch of mobs to go click something or kill a bunch of them. In this case, you can kind of just fly over them straight to the spoke item, click, get your interaction to satisfy the quest, or get your item to satisfy the quest, and be off. You can also use gathering professions and of course just running away from PvP enemies or mobs that are padding towards you. Instant cast just lets you get out of there quick. With regards to the macro, I'll show you the basic functionality. If you hit it in a flyable zone, so I hit my macro, I think I have the tilde next to the left of the 1, so I can just hit it quickly. It summons it, like I said, instant cast. And you just, there you go, you're on Zen Flight. If you hit it while you're flying with Zen Flight, it'll cast your if let's say I'm in Zen Flight and I go to the ground and I hit it, it will get me out of that. So let's say I'm on it and I want to move over here real quick to turn something in. I just go to the ground, I hit it, and then I can talk to them. Although you can turn stuff in while on Zen Flight. So, but say you had a mob close by, you just hit it and then you go on the ground and you attack it. If you are flying, again, it won't take it away. It'll summon your flying mount. If you hit it while you're on your flying mount, it will dismount you. I like that functionality because, again, I like to just hit it to dismount. So if I wanted to go kill something, I could just tap it, and then there you go, I'm off and running, and I can kill it. If you hit the the macro while you're falling, so let's say I hit it, it'll dismount me. If I hit it again while I'm falling, there you go, it'll stop you from falling, which is great. Because it can save your life from fall damage, obviously. Sometimes it's just good just if you need to go, I don't know how to say southern, if you need to go down a big period, sometimes it's just faster to fall than to fly straight downwards. So if I need to get to the ground, I can just hit it, and then, so, alright, and there, and that's that. So we'll go through it real quick. This is the basic one. First is to show the tooltip, obviously, so if you hover you can see what you're looking at. Dismount goes first, so this will only apply to the flying mount. If I am in fact mounted, it will dismount me. And then there's the conditional casts. So the first, I actually have added a modifier, so the very first thing it will check for is if I'm holding down Alt, and if I am holding down Alt, it will summon my repair mount. If that's not the case, it will check for the flying no mounted conditional. Basically flying but not mounted. It seems kind of counterintuitive, but Zen Flight doesn't actually count as a mount. So if I'm flying and I'm not mounted, I must be in Zen Flight. And if I'm in Zen Flight and I hit the mount macro, I want it to summon my flying mount, which in my case is the Azure Drake. If that's not true, it will assume that I am not flying, and I am not mounted, obviously, because I have dismount there at the first. So if I'm in a flyable zone, it will cast Zen Flight. And then last but not least, if none of those apply, I must be in a zone where I can't fly, and it will try and summon my ground mount, which is the Kor'kron War Wolf, excuse me. If I can't mount at all, nothing will happen. And then just for cleanliness sake, I add this at the end to clear any error messages that I might get from the screen because they're red and they're ugly. There's also a slightly more complicated one that you can do where I just added, if I'm swimming, I wanted to summon my subdued seahorse. That's the seahorse that you can ride anywhere in the world, as opposed to just the one in Bashir or wherever that underground world is. And then one more, which is if I'm swimming and I hold down a modifier, it'll summon my flying mount, because sometimes you're underwater and you want to just go straight to your flying mount so you can fly out and just go away. So, but this is the one I'll include below. Pretty simple. I'll include all the text, and I mean, it should work fairly straightforward. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions, or if there are other macros and video requests that you have. But make sure to subscribe. See you later, guys.